Are you interested in earning some passive income with your Ether as soon as staking is possible on the Ethereum 2.0 blockchain? But you don't want to be troubled with installing and running a validator, all the technical aspects of it. And not only that, but having to lock up your Ether for more than 2 years before you can get it back. It's definitely a lot of risk associated with that. Then I've got possibly one of the best solutions for anyone that wants to be able to earn some passive income on the Ether on the Ethereum 2.0 blockchain, and also be able to remove these funds whenever they want. And in this video, we'll be looking at tokenized staking with the Rocket Pool staking pool. Now, I have made a few videos about Rocket Pool, and in this video, I'll be explaining what tokenized staking is with the rETH token, as well as showing you the beta version of the Rocket Pool staking pool, as well as showing you how you can use it, how you can access this platform, you can stake, and a lot of other goodies. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So Rocket Pool is a staking pool. It's decentralized Ethereum proof of stake network. And they just recently released their beta on the 6th of October. So you can access that on beta.rocketpool.net. And you can be among one of the first people to try out this newly available tokenized staking with rETH. And I will also explain exactly what rETH is. It's a super interesting mechanism. Now, there are a few great nuggets, such as you will be able to earn a portion of 10,000 RPL. So 10,000 RPL will be distributed as a gift to anyone testing out the beta. And so like if 1,000 people try out the beta, then each person would get 10 RPL. And 1 RPL, I think, is around $2 at the moment. So it's pretty neat. It's a nice little gift. And you also get a proof of attendance token. This is an NFT token that will be sent to your wallet. So before we start with the platform, the Rocket Pool beta platform, you have to realize that this is still running on the Medalla testnet, and this is on Girly, so that you won't be earning any real rewards, you won't be sending any real ETH. It's a Girly ETH. That means it's all running on the Girly testnet, and it has no value. This is something that gets often asked, if you can already start staking real ETH. No, you can't. This is testnet ETH, and I thought it was important that I clarify that so that there is no confusion. All right, to access it, like I mentioned before, you just go into beta.rocketpool.net and you can use the MetaMask wallet or the Ledger hardware wallet. Hopefully in the future they will implement a few other wallets. I'm looking forward to the Wallet Connect wallet, and let's see. So you just select the wallet, and I've got MetaMask, so I just have to select the MetaMask icon. And then as soon as MetaMask is open, I can just click on next, and I will be connecting my MetaMask account with the Rocket Pool decentralized application. And when I'm connected, I will have to make sure that I'm running on the correct network. So not on the main Ethereum network. You'll have to click on that, and you'll have to select the Girly test network. So currently I have 86 Girly ETH. This has no financial value on this account. And then I can go to click on home, and I will see the amount of ETH I have in my wallet and the amount of rETH. So if you don't have any Girly ETH, you can click on faucets, and here you can select the faucet and you can type in the amount and then click on accept to receive some. And if it doesn't work somehow, you can also click on this beta chat, which is their Discord channel, and you will be able to ask if you can receive some Girly ETH there to test out their staking pool. Now, the way that staking works is actually really interesting. You don't really have to do that much, and the great thing is you can start with a super low amount of ETH. Now, I don't recommend going in with 0.01 ETH, since you'll be paying the transaction fees to interact with the smart contract, and Me personally, I think anything less than 1 ETH doesn't really make any sense, but it is technically possible to enter with 0.01 ETH. So what you have to have is ETH, in this case girly ETH in your wallet. The only thing you have to do is here you select the amount that you like to convert to rETH. So what I can do is I can say I'd like to trade 10 ETH for 9.99 rETH, and then what I'll have to do is click on start. I'll get a confirmation in my MetaMask. I'll have to sign this transaction. All right, so look at it. This looks good, and I can just click on confirm. Then I will be trading 10 ETH for 9.99 rETH. The transaction is going through. It's been added to the next block. It will take a bit. And the transaction was confirmed. And as you can see, the values changed. Now I have 25 rETH tokens. That's all you have to do to participate in tokenized staking. Now you might be wondering, okay, but where do these rewards actually go? And the interesting thing is that this rETH always increases in value. Now you might be aware of the Aave protocol. They've got something called A tokens. And those are value accrual tokens. That means the longer you have those tokens in your wallet, the more value they get. So it's possible that if I go in with 10 ETH and I buy 9.99 rETH in a year or 2 years, when I sell this 9.99 rETH, I might be able to withdraw 12 ETH, even though I started with 10, because during that time, these rETH were gaining in value thanks to the staking that is happening in the background. Now let's talk a little bit more about this rETH token. This rETH token is constantly accruing in value, and you can see here with this example, maybe a little bit better how it works. So analyst deposits 10 ETH into Rocket Pool, and the exchange rate at the beginning is 1 rETH equal 1 ETH. At the moment, it's like 1 ETH equal 0.99 rETH. And she receives a 10 rETH. So over the next year, the network earns rewards, maybe 20%, that's pretty high. And the exchange rate is now 1 rETH equal 1.2 ETH. So you see, even though the 1 rETH stays the same, the exchange ratio between ETH and rETH changes. The rETH becomes more valuable. So when she then sells her initially bought rETH, she will receive more ETH in exchange. So Alice burns her 10 rETH via the rETH contract and receives 12 ETH in return, and she exited her position with 20% profit. So that's basically how it works. The only thing you'll have to do is keep these rETH tokens in your wallet, your Ethereum wallet, and over time they will increase in value. And the great thing about this is that it can be then, hopefully in the future, integrated in many different dApps. And I think this is fantastic because that highlights the interoperability and connectedness of the whole DeFi space. These rETH tokens will be used in many different other dApps, maybe in Compound Finance, on Aave platform, you'll be able to buy and sell these rETH tokens. And as long as you keep them, you will always be benefiting from the ETH staking that is happening in the background. Fantastic. Now, you also have the possibility to become a node operator. Now, how you can do that, I'll be showing in another video. And for node operators, they will also have the possibility to exit their node, because they have to also put some ETH. And when they exit their node, they won't be receiving rETH tokens, they will receive nETH tokens, and that's for node operators. And a main difference with these nETH tokens is that they will be locked for a little bit to prevent some malicious actions. So when a mini pool validator finishes staking on the beacon chain, the mini pool is marked as withdrawable, and an amount of nETH equal to the node operator's share of the balance is minted to it. The node operator can then withdraw their nETH from the mini pool and close it, but only after a significant delay. That might be a week or a few days. And that's just to prevent some malicious actors from attacking the rocket pool network by filling it with idle ETH. That means creating a lot of nodes and then exiting out of the network simultaneously, trying to crash the network. So that's to prevent that. I really like the approach that Rocket Pool is taking with their tokenized staking with rETH. I mean, it's fantastic for regular ETH users that don't really want to deal with all the technical aspects of installing, running, and monitoring Ethereum validator. I mean, not only is it really complicated on a technical aspect, you also have other elements, such as you have to lock up your ETH. So you don't have access to your 32 ETH that you're locking up, as well as you're not really sure when you can remove it. So the timeline is more or less 2 years, but it could be longer. You never really know. There has been delays and there might be more delays. Now, of course, there are a few downsides. Many people don't really like the centralized aspect of staking pools, and I do realize the risks associated with that. So I think it's good if all the staking pools get audited. And what else I think is really good is that with this tokenized staking approach with rETH, it will allow this token to be used in many different decentralized applications and further the use case of an asset that is constantly accruing in value. And I think this is great. It means that people can buy it, keep it maybe for a few months, sell it again, or even integrate it into their dApps and create a lot more use cases than I can imagine at the moment. So all in all, I think it's great. You have to trust that they can perform and write good smart contracts. Definitely looking forward to when they're audited. And you also have to be aware that there's always a risk associated with any kind of a decentralized finance application. But there's also risk associated with becoming a validator, as you've seen with the Medalla testnet. There has been issues and there's always risk in this space. You just have to be aware of that. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. Don't put in your life savings. Now, the great thing also that's happening with the Rocket Pool, I think this is just a proposal, and that is that they will be moving towards a DAO. And I've just seen this document on Medium about the Firehouse DAO, and they would like to move towards a decentralized autonomous organization to remove the centralized aspect of this staking pool. So with this Rocket Pool improvement proposal, they'd like to add a few important changes. I think this is great. So the RPIP 003 addresses the fee components, validator staking requirements, native RPL inflation, and protocol governance. So I think this is great. I won't go through the whole document in this video, so it would be too long, but I'll link it down below. And the FireEyes team, they've worked on quite a few interesting projects such as mstable, AVE protocol, and Year-Round Finance. So they're definitely pretty good actors in the space. Good development. Now, since I also get this question asked nearly on every staking video, how much can I actually earn when I'm staking on Ethereum? Now, this is a very difficult question to answer because it's a dynamic range. You will only know how much you'll be earning when you know how much will be locked up. So the staking rewards change depending on how much ETH is locked up in the Ethereum 2.0 blockchain as soon as it's possible. So the more ETH is locked up, the less your staking returns will be. So with 1 million ETH locked up, you will have 18% return per year. And with 3 million, you will have 10.45%. With 10 million, it will be 5.72%. Now, the great thing is, like, even though like with 100 million, it will be 1.81%, should it come to 100 million, there will be such a low amount of coins in the circulating supply because so many have been locked up that the price per coin will increase dramatically. So even if you've got a really bad return on investment per year, you're going to have massive profits thanks to the increased valuation because of the low supply and the increasingly high demand for ETH. And the general consensus is that the initial return on investment will move between 10.45% and 5.72%. Now, the longer and the more mature the staking becomes, the lower the return on investment will be, because a lot more whales will be entering. Also institutional investors who will definitely want to drive this return on investment much lower, because the lower it is, the less risky it will also become. And the more people enter the market, the higher the price of ETH will be. So definitely a good return on investment if you ask me. It's nothing compared to yield farming, but in my opinion a lot more secure and with a longer lifespan. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure to leave a like. It's completely free. And also, if you'd like some more updates, some exclusive information, make sure to check out the Patreon down below, where you'll be, first of all, supporting the channel, but you also get direct access to me if you've got some burning questions that you'd like to ask. And there are a few other gems that you can also access. So I wish you a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.